break. Brothers, sisters, friends, family members, lovers of VOP 90.3 FM, Ash the Stud Boy is up in the building, and you are on to the People's Drive right here on your favorite radio station 90.3 FM. We are on to another segment, which is the thing with the border me and you segment, where we got to speak up and say how it is with us. And on today's topic, we are gonna be looking at the issues we are actually gonna expect the new government to address, and especially the issues young Nigerians want this present government, this new regime, to address, and talking about Nigerians governance ranking, governance covers a wide range of issues. Before I continue, I want to let you know that you can stream this segment live on our YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube, you can go right there and subscribe right now so that you can enjoy the show and feel your presence, with us. So you can go right there at Voice of the People 90.3 FM on YouTube and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like I was saying, Nigerians governance covers a wide range of issues, including security, the rule of law, participation, rights, inclusion, economic opportunity, human development, and public perception. A trusted data, an index of African governance reveals that overall governance in Nigeria declined between 2016 and 2021. So Nigeria is currently ranked 30th in Africa as a continent as regards to Nigerian governance. So it shows that the way we are being governed in this country is not getting better. It has actually declined. If an index, a data that said that overall governance in Nigeria declined between 2016 and 2021, that is a space of about 5 years, and we are currently ranked at 30th in Africa. So my findings indicate that young Nigerians rank the largest declines as follows: media freedom, representation of women, food security, corruption in the public sector, armed conflict, effective administration, undue influence of government by the political elite, and equality of social economic opportunity. So let's take it from the media freedom. Young Nigerians are deeply concerned about a lack of media freedom. They will want the incoming government to ensure that the media can operate freely in discharging its duties. The media, both mainstream and digital, must be protected by law, and the government must ensure digital rights, internet freedom, and digital sovereignty. The right of entity to control its digital data. So we are expecting the government to ensure that there's digital sovereignty in all these areas of media. It should be upheld. And another thing is representation of women. A lot of people are bothered by this. A lot of women are actually worried. Young people want women to be represented better in governance and in parastatals. The incoming government must promote gender equality in its appointments without compromising on merit. It is expected that women should also be inclusive. And then food security. Food security is another pressing issue raised by Nigerians, especially the young ones. The challenges posed by climate change, such as flooding, droughts, cyclones, have made people less food secure, particularly in communities near the Sahel and Lake Chad basin. So climate governance, the policies must be put in place to mitigate the risk. The ongoing conflict between pastoralists and farmers, it made worse by the strain on resources, that also needs resolution. Food security. Some farmers are scared of going into the bush. A lot are scared now of going to the bush to farm because of insecurity in the country. We've had bandits, insurgents moving around different territories in the forest, and they don't just move around. They are hunting people, they are hunting farmers, hunting communities. So this has already declined the production of food in production of foodstuffs in this nation. So we expect the government to look into this particular area. We cannot do without food. We cannot. So I think these farmers need to be confident and assured that when they go into the bush, they are secure. There would not be danger as regards to terrorists attacking farmers and communities. And another thing is corruption. We are expecting, it is still very early, barely a week. So we are expecting this new government to address corruption on both the demand and supply sides. Nigeria currently ranks 150 out of 180 countries on the Corruption Perceptions Index. You can just imagine. From number 1, we pass 149 to 150. So we are even less corrupt than just 30 countries and more corrupt than 150 countries. So corruption requires the collusion of both giver and receiver. Therefore, it is necessary to address the complicity of Nigerian citizens in such activities. Petty and grand corruption in the academic sector, judicial and administrative sectors need attention. There is corruption almost in every sector in Nigeria. So we expect this incoming government to do something about it. In case you're just joining us, it is the People's Drive on 90.3 FM Lagos, and I am Ash, the stud boy. We have this segment, the thing with the bother me and you segment, and this is actually what is bothering a lot of us Nigerians right now. I am speaking on behalf of so many people. I know that for sure. So we expect this new government to also tackle armed conflict. Nigerians, especially the young ones, want this particular government, to deal with armed conflict. Also, in the Global Peace Index, Nigeria currently ranks 143 out of 163 countries globally based on armed conflict. So the causes of armed conflict in Nigeria are multifaceted and include water stress, competition for natural resources, climate change, identity crisis, perceived relative deprivation, and insurgent groups like Boko Haram and their likes. These conflicts are often driven by the proliferation of small and light weapons, porous borders and ungoverned spaces. In Niger Delta, we have different groups. There are militants, this and that, people forming different groups, protecting what they have in their community and all that. The government should look into this armed conflict issue. The threat of insecurity looms large over this country, over Nigeria, casting a shadow over the prospects of peace and development for young people. So the prevalence of police on the issue of brutality has further eroded public trust and respect for the institution. So the police allegedly use excessive force in their attempts to maintain order. The police are also inclusive in this armed conflict. We've had different cases where trigger was pulled by an armed police force member just for issues that are not even worth doing anything like that for. And at the end of the day, they will claim it was an accidental discharge. It was a stray bullet. It wasn't intentional. So the government needs to look into this issue. We are talking about what we expect this government to address. Failure to meet these expectations will subject young people to poverty and increase their exodus from the country. We'll go on a short advert break, a very short advert break. And when we come back, we'll still continue to let the government know what we actually expect them to do for us this period that they have already carried on. So stay tuned to 90.3 FM, the voice of the people. I am going to be back very, very shortly. So don't go nowhere. I am here with you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to continue on this particular topic. I mentioned that media freedom is expected to be addressed by the government, representation of women, food security, corruption, armed conflict, and still talking about armed conflict. 2020, we're an expression of discontent with the Special Anti-Robbery Squad, which was accused of harassing, brutalizing, and extorting young people. SARS and the rest. The whole end SARS issues. The youth-led protests were met with government force. And this may influence voting choices, in any further upcoming elections. So this government must address the grievances that underlie armed conflict and the factors that fuel this armed conflict. So we are expecting this government to make sure that our needs are met. I'll be right back.
Be the first to know, be the first to hear. Listen to Voice of the People. 90.3 FM. Don't touch that.
You are listening to your number one station. Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Do not touch that dial.
For all the months. The voice of the people has served you. We've been speaking and we've been listening. It's giving you a voice. But guess what? We are not done. We're just beginning. Introducing the Voice of the People television. Now you can be seen and heard. Join us on YouTube at VOP TV and you are in for a ride. Watch interesting and season shows like VOP This Morning. A morning show like you've never seen it before. Get the latest information on the news.
Sports decides fate of registered voters without PVCs.
Sports.
Rodri scoops it forward. Mahrez.
Business.
The Nigerian business environment has become increasingly frustrating for medium and small-scale players owing to negative inflationary trends.
Lifestyle and entertainment.
Honestly, like I say this all the time, when you think your own.
VOP TV. Show up. Speak up.
If you want to be here, if you want to be here, want to be here, stay here. Yeah. Voice of the People, 90.3 FM, 90.3 FM.
Welcome back from the advert break. You're still tuned into the People's Drive with Stud Boy on 90.3 FM. And on this segment, we are on the thing with the bother me and you, talking about what we expect this new government to do for us, what we expect them to address, and they should not fail. We are pleading with them that they should not fail to address these issues. On number 6, I have effective administration. Effective. We have to fuel the effectiveness of this Nigerian government. You know, the government must also promote effectiveness in their administration and equal socio-economic opportunity to close the well-documented equality gap. You know, the government must empower people to succeed in business, agriculture, and technology ventures. I can see the phone line is buzzing already, but please hold on. I want to mention most of these things that we expect the government to do for us, and then I'm going to pick your call. I'm going to pick your calls. Just hold on and listen to what I have outlined out here for us. So, effective administration. The government must empower people. The government must empower people to succeed in business, in agriculture, and technology ventures. And also, undue influence. Undue influence. The undue influence of the political elite, known as cabals. This impedes transparency and diminishes trust in the government. Undue influence, cabals, caucus. The new government must run an open system, devoid all cabals. Devoid all cabals. It must be accountable and involve young Nigerians in decision making. The government must carry along young Nigerians. And also, we have to talk about equal socio-economic opportunity. The Nigerian economy is currently beset by a host of challenges, including inflation, rising debt, susceptibility to external shocks, and high unemployment. Recent data from the International Monetary Fund indicates a negative trend across various indicators. So this new government must demonstrate a genuine commitment to diversifying the economy by making it more conducive to investment, providing tax relief for tech companies, reallocating infrastructure spending to support local industries, and deregulating the downstream sector. The government, we are pleading with you. You must make sure that these things come to pass. The government has to help to create opportunities for young people. They must have to help to create opportunities for young Nigerians so as to reduce crime. Education needs attention. Nigeria currently ranks 33rd in education quality on the African continent. Can you just imagine? We come out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way to number 33 in education quality on African continent. So we are not doing well in the aspect of education. At the primary and secondary levels, teachers are underpaid and facilities are either obsolete or lacking. According to UNICEF, there are 10.5 million out of school children in Nigeria. At the tertiary level, institutions and researchers are underfunded. Lecturers are poorly paid. That is why we have ASU strike everywhere. Their needs are not met. Students stay home for 8 months, 5 months, and all that. And before, during the campaign of our new president, he promised that there will be no more ASU strike. 4 years will be 4 years. 6 years, 6 years, 8 years, 8 years. That was what President Tinubu promised us during his campaign. So we are expecting him to actually make sure that the lecturers would meet their needs and they will not be poorly paid. Facilities are dilapidated and appointments are politicized. Before a lecturer can be in a school, not getting promotions, when you're supposed to get promotion, you will not get. It happens almost everywhere. So the government should look into this. This government must increase the budget for education at all levels and encourage new funding models. We all know that this new government will have an odious task ahead of it. It has already. And we have to break with the status quo. Young Nigerians expect a government that is responsive and responsible. A government that will rebuild the country and place it on the path to consolidated development. I repeat, failure to meet these expectations will subject Nigerians, especially the young ones, to poverty and increase their exodus from the country in search of greener pastures. We should not blame people that are traveling. They want to leave the country. Yeah, everybody wants to leave the country because things are not working here for them. Less job opportunities. No creation of job. Poor infrastructure. No light. That is why many of us are leaving the country. So we expect the government to really, really look into these issues and do something about it. The phone line is open right now. You can call me on 0700 903 9039, or you can also call me on 0700 903 903 903, or send a message on 0700 903 9039. I am right here expecting your call. You can call in if you have something to say. If you also have something that you expect this government to do right now that I have not mentioned, you can share it with us. 0700 903 903 903 is the number to call, or you can send a message on 0700 903 9039. You can also call 0700 903 9039 on the phone, and I will be here to take your call.
Number one radio station.
90.3.
The One Radio. You tune in on your way home. This is the One. BOP 90.3 FM. Sacrifice.
We have been serving you hot and fresh content on radio, and you have been loving it. Now we're taking it further. Catch us live on YouTube at BOP TV for all the juicy content you can't resist. Talk shows, exclusive interviews, news, lifestyle, and more. It's all about you. BOP TV, show up.
Hello. Hello.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Happy Sunday to you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, go ahead. Your name and location.
Yeah, my name is Daniel John.
Daniel John, where are you calling from? All right, we lost that call. The phone line is still open. We have about 5 minutes before we close this segment. 0700 903 903 903 is the number to call, or you can send a message on 0700 903 9039, or you can also call 0700 903 9039. Please do not keep this line busy by flashing. Do not keep the line busy by flashing. I repeat, if you do that again, I will block your phone line. 0700 903 903 903. Hello. All right. You know where to meet us on social media, but in case you don't know where to meet us, I will let you know that you can meet us at VOP 903 FM across Instagram and Twitter. We are right there. And if you also want to view our previous, present, and upcoming content, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel at Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Hello. Hello. All right. So we are closing this segment right now. Some music is going to come up to make you enjoy your Sunday afternoon. My name remains Ash the Stud Boy, and don't forget to follow me up on my social media. You can meet me there at STUDBOY4 Life, Stud Boy for Life. Or if you want to meet me on TikTok, I am right there at StudBoy101. You can check it out. Have a lovely Sunday afternoon, and I wish you a very lovely week ahead of you. Stay pure. Enjoy yourself.